So Tuesday night's win put the Yankees at 88-63 on the regular season, and they need just one more win to clinch a playoff spot. And it can happen tonight out in Seattle. So let's talk about the Yankees and their possible return to the postseason with our New York Post Yankees beat reporter, Greg Joyce. Greg, I don't know the phrase to the state of Washington. I know Virginia is the state for lovers and all. I had a whole joke, but forget it. Let's just go into talking about Anthony Volpe. Here's a guy. He started 139 straight games, but he was on the bench for the second time in the past 8 games. Is that something that Yankees fans should keep an eye on going forward?
I think a slight eye maybe. I think if it wasn't for his defense, it might be a bigger issue. But he brings such strong defense at an important position, shortstop for them, so they really value that. The reality is that just offensively, he's been really streaky this year. When he's going good, it's real good, and then when it's going bad, it's a real lack of production there. So he's in one of the downturns right now. He made the offseason adjustments last year. After his rookie season, it paid immediate dividends starting out this season, but then it's been hot and cold really since then. It's almost like every 15, 20 games he's up or down. So they just want to find a little bit more consistency from him offensively, but the defense that he's brought pretty much day in and day out is something they really value. And right now at this point, he's hitting 8th or 9th in the lineup on most nights. So I think they can kind of live with that if he's still bringing the strong defense. But it is notable just because, he gets another breather there. They're putting him in the lineup every day, good or, hot or cold throughout the year. And now all of a sudden, like you said, in the last week plus, it's been, he's been out of the lineup twice. So I don't think it's too much, but it's just kind of something to keep an eye on. He gets a breather. They're trying to get him going again before they get to the playoffs.
All right, I'll keep a nice little side eye for it. Let's talk about tonight, man. Win and you're in. It's that simple. What are the keys to them clinching tonight?
Yeah, I think Nestor Cortez is getting the ball again, his second start back in the rotation after a relief appearance. So, it always starts with the pitching. Last night, what we saw last night, they jumped on the Mariners right away. They're facing a tough pitcher and Brian Wu, who's given them trouble in the past. And they got away 2-0 early and then 4-0, 4-1. So just to be able to kind of jump out like that against the Mariners, they're fighting for their own playoff spot. So there's a lot of stake tonight, but just to be able to kind of get some run support early and kind of let Nestor get in a rhythm out there, it seems to be a good recipe for success.
Nasty Nestor on the mound, but I want to talk to you about the bats and the offense, man, because for a large part of the season, it was just the Judge Soto show. But a lot of guys have kind of stepped up and brought their bats. Offensively, are they getting hot at the right time, or do you feel as though there needs to be more?
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of a quiet homestand a little bit. Even the Cubs series, the last road trip before this one, some quiet games offensively. But, last night we kind of got that reminder of what it looks like when a little bit, more than just Judge and Soto joining. Obviously, those two guys were at the heart of it. But then you got Gleyber Torres with a 3-hit night. 2 of them were one was an infield single and one was a bloop, but the other one's a ground rule double. So he's really been for a couple months now hitting the ball much better. And then we saw Austin Wells continue his strong rookie season, clearing the bases with a 3-run double to kind of blow the game open there. So it's starting to get guys up and down the lineup when they're rolling. They have a pretty deep lineup. It's just getting that more consistently on a night in, night out basis. But obviously Judge and Soto are going to be at the heart of most things if they get to where they want to go. But they do need some more consistency up and down the lineup to help fortify that.
To go deeper into Soto, my man's been on fire. He obviously is going to be a hot topic from here throughout all of free agency. What's it been like covering him this year, man?
Yeah, it's been impressive. Last night with one swing checks off his 40th home run of the season, 200th of his career, and then T-Mobile Park was the last current active ballpark he'd get the homer in. But checks that off. He's homered in all 30 ballparks. He said this spring that was a goal of his, and then threw in a dose of reality there too. He said, "What a way to go to free agency, homer in all 30 ballparks." I'm sure, he doesn't lack for selling points, but I'm sure that'll be one that he's proven he can hit anywhere. He's just a special hitter. Obviously, you hear a lot about that before the trade happened, but then kind of getting to see it close up. Aaron Boone was just saying that it's the power, the ability for average too, and then just the patience of the play too. With every at bat is a battle. So it'll be fun to kind of see. Him and Judge have kind of gone back and forth all year. Each kind of putting together some pretty historic seasons. Really, they became only the third set of Yankees teammates that each hit 40 homers in the same year. So the two of them kind of keep going back and forth, breaking records or putting themselves in the history books. And so all they're guaranteed right now is the next 11 games of the regular season, and then however long they go in the playoffs. But the Yankees are going to try to take advantage of that while they have it.
Yeah, those two have been absolutely just a force to watch. It's been so exciting. But now everything they want is right there in front of them, talking as a team. The Orioles lost Tuesday night. That put the Yankees lead atop the AL East to 4 games. That's the largest lead since June 6th, Greg. 11 games left in the regular season. You're around the players, man. Do you feel like there's some sort of pressure around the locker room to not only clinch but to win the division? Or do you feel like these guys are locked into what's in front of them?
Yeah, last night when the magic number got down to 1 after that win, they said it'd be exciting to clinch a playoff spot, which could happen as soon as tonight with a win. But they know it's only one step of the process of where they want to go. Obviously, the fact that they missed the postseason last year and what was a brutal year all around, just securing that playoff berth is going to be big. But obviously, they want the division. That would kind of give them a chance to reset that rotation, get a week off or 5 days off after the regular season ends, be able to play at Yankee Stadium and all that comes with that. So, the first step is getting in. Second step is winning the division, which they've put themselves in a pretty good spot here over the last 2 weeks to kind of be in a strong position. Obviously, they have this road trip. They go to Oakland after Seattle, but then they come back home and have 3 with the Orioles, which looking like that series could very well decide the division one way or another. So. Yeah, I think, whenever they clinch that playoff berth, I think they know it's just one step, and they have a lot more goals ahead of them to get to where they want to go.
Well, it all goes down in Seattle, Washington, and Washington is the evergreen state, Greg, just in case anyone tries to hit you with any sort of trivia or something. Thanks for taking your time out and joining us, my man.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.